Hey, 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 or should I say, ho, ho, ho. It's me, Matt Rogers, and in the words of another Christmas icon, it's time. I'm back with my new nationwide tour, Matt Rogers, Christmas in December. Yes, it's time to remember when Christmas is. I'm hitting the road all December with Henry Kapersky and the whole band performing my album, Have You Heard of Christmas, along with a bunch of other little surprises. So if you're in LA, San Francisco, Seattle, Portland, Philadelphia, DC, New York City, Boston, Toronto, Chicago, or, yes, Orlando, Florida, I want to see your gorgeous ass. Go to mattrogersofficial.com or head to my Instagram at mattrogersthough and hit the link in my bio. Until then, stream the album, get your look together, and get ready to deck the damn halls at a venue near you. Christmas in December, you in my heart. XOXO. Me, Matt. Look, man. Where? Oh, I see. Wow. Oh, my. Bowen, look over there. Wow, is that culture? Yes. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. Yeah. Las Culturistas.
Ding dong, Las Culturistas calling.
You caught me off guard there with the intro. You threw it in.
What do you mean? I counted down.
It was fast. Sometimes I have to
race
myself.
My heart is a patter.
Your heart's a patter, and you're in your athletic wear.
I'm in my Adam Selman sport. I was one of the great honors of my life was being an ass man back in the day. ASS, ass man. Still an ass man. Sorry, Seinfeld. I'm an ass man.
Well, if it's not a visual medium unless you're watching this on YouTube, but you are shining bright. You are ready to go take on the world.
This is, well, I'll let him describe it when we bring him on, but this I would say this is sort of like super reflective, like, you know, the stripes that air traffic controllers might wear.
Yeah.
But sort of writ large across the entire garment.
Yeah, be seen.
Be seen. See and be seen.
I have to say, today is a big day, not only because our guest is on the podcast, but also because we are sort of resurrecting the Victoria's Secret fashion show. You're not going to be there?
I'm not going to be there. I'm working.
Oh my God. I was like, he's going to have to work. Damn.
It's okay.
I'm going to be there.
You know I would be there with bells on my dick if I was available.
I'm going to be sitting there. I actually just fit for it today. I'm giving you a little shimmer and a little shine. Wow, just like to fit for the Victoria's Secret fashion show.
For VSF.
This is going to be a really, really, really fun night. Everyone has to tune in. If you're listening to this or watching this on Wednesday, October 15th, it's tonight, y'all. It's on Amazon Prime at 7 p.m.
It will be the event that it was always meant to be. Mm-hmm. Not that it wasn't before, but you know, let's just like start clean with her, okay?
Yeah.
Guess what? We're all. Oh my God, Abercrombie's making great blazers. Yeah, we're resetting.
Everything's resetting.
Everything's resetting.
Everything's back. You know what else is now high fashion? Marshalls.
You're gonna
get a load of Matt Rogers and Bowen Yang this December for Marshalls, baby.
But some girls are flopping, and I will address this in my own thing. So, honey,
who's flopping?
You'll see. And I'm not afraid of calling this out because it's disgusting. This is
disgusting.
S''SGUSTING. So this is what we're saying on the SNL group chats. We're going disgusting.
Yeah. I thought for a second it was SUS.
You could
like it's suspect and disgusting. I really do want to start describing things as very suspect again.
Very suspect. I'm so thrilled about our guests.
This is amazing. And I really think that our listeners, our readers rather, are in for it because why don't you tell everyone a little bit about the guest and what he's accomplished and done?
Well, this guest has really made some iconic moves in the biz. I first encountered our guest putting hot dogs on a rake for an Amy Sedaris video. That was the first time I clocked our guest and thought, who's that? And then found out that he puts Miss Sedaris in her amazing garments, has put Rihanna in some amazing garments, has worked with her at
Savage Fenty, heard of it?
As we said, Adam Selman Sports. And now he's executive creative director of the Victoria's Secret fashion show.
And Victoria's Secret.
Executive.
Not just the fashion show.
And Victoria's
All
Secret.
All of it. And pink.
And
pink! Pink was... I might step into a pink moment.
I've been in a little bit of a pink moment. It's great. No one understands how good they look in pink. It's actually rule of culture number 8. No one understands how good they look in pink. You look amazing in pink. You do.
You do. Everyone, please welcome our guest,
Adam Selman!
Wow,
Hi!
this is, hi, gentlemen.
Hi.
I always love when we have a man with a deep voice on the show because it ultimately puts us in like it automatically puts us in like a space.
How often have you been complimented or timbre on your voice?
I'm very monotone, I will say. So,
No.
you know, really?
I don't think
No.
so. Look, just so you gave it a lilt. You went, oh.
See, I got to work on it.
I feel like the great fashion men who have great voices, you and Tom Ford, you guys have great low
in
drums.
good company.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
And it does always tend to be down here.
But
And then I have my moments. I have my moments where I don't go high, but it goes wide.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
what do you mean?
Yeah, it just gets very excited, you know. I go, you know, wow,
Wow.
and then I have to bring it back down.
Yeah, of
you know?
course.
So yeah.
Maintain decorum.
Exactly.
So how have you been with maintaining decorum amongst the supermodels?
I mean, so the models are coming in.
Yes.
It's incredible. It's such a dream. Are you guys like model boys?
We're dilettantes with the models.
Yeah.
We're great respecters and admirers of the icons.
I mean, I did a shoot with Adriana.
Who's walking?
And Who's Walking.
Unbelievable.
Obviously, like legend of the runway. And
Yeah.
she's just everything I wanted and more. She's got 5 children.
Wow.
And then she came straight up to me and like held me and like wouldn't let me leave with like the curlers in the hair, wearing like the VS robe, which I also brought for us.
Oh my God! He brought a
in case
swag
we
bag
want
for us
to
put them
wear,
on.
You know, because it is the day.
It is the day. It's the day.
So,
I think models feel a particular, not even just models, it's not exclusive to them vocationally. I feel like they go to you, and I'm just going to say, a lot of these men in fashion are not to be trusted. Are not to be trusted.
Big
and
statements.
And they see you, and they feel a comfort, and you are very good at the executive stuff in fashion, hence executive creative director. I feel like they must go to you because of your general magnetism.
I think I have like a working history with so many of them too.
Right.
So like that's like the fun part. And then so I do feel like there's like a safe space about it. But also like my job really is to make them look good, right? Like it's not just making the brand look good and making me look good, but like loving them and like feeling them, I think is like the most powerful part. Gigi was in yesterday too.
Wow.
And I've been doing this thing where I'm like interviewing as many of them as possible. And she just like burst into tears, like line 2, and I was like, wow.
Why? Because
Mine
it's
too.
so
You know?
emotional for them to be doing
I mean,
this.
it's such an emotional thing, right? And I think like, you know, it takes them back to like they want to be chosen, they want to be felt, you know, and like like those sort of old days, which I'm definitely trying to change, but it's
Yeah.
also just like it's an emotional thing, right? And I think also it's 45 million people tuned in last year, and like to like here, wear this, you know, and it's like the tiniest thing, and be like, have at it, you know. So it's just a beautiful thing to watch too.
I mean, I feel like the emotion must come from the fact that it was, I mean, they were interacting with it at a time when it was pretty narrow in the definition of what the aesthetic was. But you have so many boxes to check when making them look good, the brand look good, and just trying to like balance and sort of like reset, as we were saying, like all of these things, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, do you feel, what is your way of sort of holding all of that?
I think what I keep saying is bringing the best of the past and propelling it into the future, and somehow mixing it with the excess of the current culture.
Yes.
Right? And sort of like parsing through the cultural clutter and just being like, let's own it, right?
Yeah.
Like no more apologies. Like let's own sexy. Let's like be forward thinking. And also like, I think my job again is to like be a steward of women at the same time and bring out the best in them and make sure that like they feel comfortable. Like I would never put someone in like an uncomfortable position, and I think people get that from me and like what I'm trying to build here.
Yeah, I feel like the number one thing I always think when I'm watching the show, and I watch them often because there's obviously great musical performances attached, and I just love watching the musicians interact with the girls, which we'll talk about. But I feel like the fact that it really is so empowering. It's not about like, wow, she looks so incredible. It's like she looks like she's having so much fun in what she's wearing, and it is like regardless of like it just makes you feel propelled in yourself too. Like watching them comfortable is, I guess, the thing that I always take from it.
Yeah, and I would hope that would be beyond just the Victoria's Secret fashion show, right? Like,
course,
like
yeah.
if you see somebody walking down the street, you're like, she's amused because she is like owning it and she's like serving it, and like you're like, oh, I love how she put it together, right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to channel that too, and that's the fun part. Even whenever I have my own brand, like doing the castings with the models was like my favorite part. Like I would like sit in front of the table so I could have that exchange, and like that was the best part.
I just feel like I think the reason why I am so emotional, I've kept all of your pieces for years now because my proportions are whatever, all obviously unique to me, but like I have my little like things where I'm like, okay, I got short legs and I got no torso, so I got to like really like fit to that. I feel like your clothes automatically made me feel, just based on where the seams were and based on the structure of it and where things were placed, I was like, I feel amazing in this. I look amazing. I feel great in this. And I feel like that's been your signature, is just having the seams sculpt the body in all these ways. And I feel like you're so good at hiding certain things in the sort of support of it. But like I would imagine that with lingerie, you are limited in your area of sort of like cloaking or sort of like covering up those mechanical places.
Oh no, I would say the opposite.
Really?
Actually. Yeah. Like, because I do have like a long history of costume and even like making drag for like RuPaul and things like that.
Yep.
And I have this great history, and I'm able to take that, and it's all about like working with illusion, right? Like that's all it is.
Yep.
And with lingerie, right? Like it's all about like sort of adding or subtracting. And bras is one of the places in the industry that there's actual innovation, which is really cool.
Talk about that.
Yeah, that was good.
I noticed I said our favorite word,
this,
that, and
yeah.
you said this. I don't know. We're not on the same page today. We're not in sync, me and my sis.
Like with all of my girlfriends, I'm like, you're not wearing the right size bra, and they're like really? And I would.
Did you tell Greta that?
Yeah, I did. And like, and I actually put Greta in the right size bra.
Yeah, her bras have looked incredible.
Yeah, and it's so fun, because I think that like there's no standardization, right? I can get real nerdy about this.
Get nerdy about
it.
Like if you go back in like the history, and there was a world fair. I'm gonna get really nerdy, but there was a world fair. This is like 1930 something.
Wow.
And they were like, let's find the most normal body, right, in America. And so they did this thing and they had Norma and Norman, and they were like, let's build it. And then they used to do measuring parties because of the industrialization of fashion, right?
Yes.
Kind of was taking off then. And then they did these things with measuring parties for women because, men, it was already in the military, but they didn't have the women. But of course, like no Italians, no blacks, no, so it was like all white, thin women,
Okay.
and then they came
Normas.
out Normas. Yeah. So then they came up with this standardization, and that's where like 2, 4, 6, 8 comes from.
Wow.
Yeah. And so that's where it started from, right? So but then you get into like how bras changed in history, which VS has been around for 50 years, and we really, really innovate, and so there's like different kinds of foam, there's different kinds of pads, there's different kinds of push-ups, there's different kind of injection molds, so like things can feel more like tissue or harder to give you more support. And like as you go through the range of cups, and bands, like that's where it gets really technically, interesting. And I love that stuff. And so you really can create an illusion, with the different bra, with a garter, with a waist, like the different panty cuts. Like I just find it fascinating. It's really fun.
I mean, what are you looking at? What what made you say, Greta, you're wearing the wrong bra size? Like you just looked at like the space between the cups and the
like there was like a little gapping,
Gapping.
Yeah, and you can like look at like the
Hate
front,
gapping.
like hate gapping.
Mind the
That
gapping.
gore, yeah.
Title of that.
So then I was like, "Girl, you're on the wrong size."
Wow.
And then we got
Girl,
on the
you're
right
the
size.
wrong
Yeah.
size.
I was like, "What size are you?" And then she asked, and I was like, "No, we're gonna." But but she was close.
I wonder how many women don't know their real bra size.
I think that's the hard part, right? And like most women have always been told they're wrong, and then it's like, as opposed to making it like a fun thing, I would say if your friend, if Greta called you, if Amy called me, I would be like, oh, yes, let's go get you measured right away.
Yeah.
It'd be so fun,
right?
But I don't think that like most people would think that that's a fun thing to do, but it could be so fun.
It could be so fun because the ritual for our generation has been like, and I'm speaking like for women who like would go to JCPenney or something and get like have a woman like squeeze them and then tell them.
Yeah. Anytime like a measuring tape comes out, though, everyone like runs the other direction.
You need it.
You know,
you need the tape.
Because also,
you need it.
You know what I think is so funny is those people that even if they do know, the people that look at you and are like, yeah, you're a 32C. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, yeah, but just, it's like when a waitress doesn't write down the order. I'm like, you might mess up.
Yeah,
like, and I'm just saying, like, you don't know.
But
like,
there are experts for that, and that's why you like if you go to a store, you can actually get measured, fit, and then be like, actually, that's not the right bra for you. This is the right bra for you. And there's so many different cuts and solutions and everything. So I'm like, yeah, go for it. Like, go get a group together. Go do it.
You must have a lot of stories about like seeing someone come in discomfort or like unsure of themselves and then like putting them in something that's correct for them and them just like having like a total personality change.
Well, I think that's what costume design taught me is because it's about like looking at someone and saying like, that's not right for you, right? It doesn't mean it's not right for things, but like, this is not your era for that, or this is not your like, like this is not the direction you're going, or you don't feel quite like yourself. And that's what I was good at with costume design. And I think that's what like my training was.
Like your parameters change based on the way the clothes look. But then with costume, it's like, it's a height. It's you're putting on something for a heightened reality, perhaps for the camera, for stage, whatever. But I feel like your talent was always making it feel every day and lived in.
Yeah, I mean, like with Rihanna, like that was the thing. It was like, why are you wearing these like sparkly bodysuits whenever you're like the most gorgeous person in the world?
Yeah.
And like, and you dress so amazingly on the street. So like, let's take that street style and like put it on stage. Like, how do you like merge the two?
Wow.
And that was like the big unlock, right? And that's what like sort of like propelled her fashion career. And like, that's like, luckily she like hired me to do that, right? And I would travel around the world and show up with like racks of clothes and just be like, this is just made for you. And she would take it and style it and like make it incredible with Mel. So
right,
amazing.
Mel. I mean, I feel like the crystal dress at the CFDA Awards 2014. That I think that felt like the beginning of like the modern idea of like viral fashion, right? And like, what do you think has like reverberated the most from that moment?
What's so fascinating about it is like, I think everybody knows the dress, everybody knows the thing, and I like obviously dream come true, and like it was like so incredible because I wanted it. Like I was like, this is I want to do this. This is like, let me present. Like Tom Ford actually had made something for her too, and then she chose to wear that, and like it was such a huge career defining thing. But then like I was so broke whenever I did it that like I was tailoring a Nike job the next morning. And so I was on set at 6:30 in the morning with my name splashed everywhere you can imagine. And I'm tailoring Nike bras and leggings and stuff.
Having
and like,
just dressed her for the
correct. It was just like, it was like the most, surreal thing in the world because like, it was like I had to keep my livelihood going, but then I had this huge career thing. And so like, I think that like, and it's such a good parallel, right? Because I think so many people think that like, even putting on this show, right? Like it's like this, I'm doing this amazing dream come true. I'm like doing all the things that like I always told myself I could do.
Yeah.
Right. But then you have this other parallel happening of like your life, right? And I'm sure you guys can relate to that too. Like you're out in public, you're out in, and you have to keep the wheels on the bus.
Right. There's a million unglamorous things that happen between the glamorous ones. And I feel like I've been very lucky to be able to like see you in your space, like put together your clothes. I really this is what I miss the most on social media. So burn it all down, but archive the social media posts, and I mourn these every day. This was my ASMR for a while. It was Adam Selman doing Adam Selman Sport like drops. and just like going through each of the clothes and describing them. And I don't know, it was the
My
voice.
influencer days.
It was your, they were your influencer days, but it was just, I feel like I learned so much about construction because you were talking about the clothes like that. But like, do you feel like, can you be as transparent about that at BS now? Like, do you feel like there's this like barrier, for lack of a better word, between like what you can reveal, because it is this like, it is this industry secret that you have to keep in some way?
No, I think they would be thrilled if I was like down to like walk through product and like talk about it,
It's just not
like
your thing anymore.
Yeah, there's just like, I think I've like learned to sort of hold some space for myself, and I think that like even in the past few years, like after I shut down Adam Selman and Adam Selman Sport, like yeah, I've taken a real step back, you know, and like this is actually the first interview I've done in a long time. So, but I mean, but it's a joy, right? Because then it's like, I have new things to talk about. I needed like that time to sort of regain and like calibrate who I want to be and what sides of myself that I want to show. And that's like the fun part about it. Because like Victoria's Secret, most people don't know that it's, you know, I'm driving a certain part of the ship, and then there's a huge other part of the ship happening at the same time. It's just such a massive company. So there's a lot of magic elves making the magic happen.
Yes.
I feel like if it was when I met you, like we met because you're close friends with Greta.
Yeah.
And
the best.
And then
The
at the time you were like literally running Savage Fenty, and I was like, that's such a because you're such like a fun-loving person, and that brand is so severe. Like it's fun, but it's like, and like you're best friends with Amy Sedaris, and you're a goofy person, but then also you have this like real eye for sophistication and like sex and like what's gonna empower women, and so I guess like that's like fun you can bring to Victoria's Secret, which is why I think it's like such a genius brand for you, because the show is going to be fun. It should be fun. And so just speaking to the fun that's going to be on stage, like there's also the musical performances, which I think are such like an intrinsic amazing part of the show. Can you talk a little bit about what it's been like to bring the artists in and how that's come together?
Yeah, I keep saying like, there's a reason why I stepped away from pop stars, you know? Like, no, I'm just kidding. It's like, it's been incredible. Like, it's so fun to like enter the arena and actually like kind of build the arena.
Yeah.
You know? And like someone we have performing is Carol G.
That's so cool.
Oh my God. Like she's just, and I met her in Paris over the summer, and she's just like so beautiful, so lovely, just so incredible.
And
so it's
huge deal.
Yeah, huge deal. So I mean, like it's just like a lot of fun, and like building that world and helping them bring that show to life and create the fun is, you know, it's a dream come true.
Yeah.
It really is.
What's like the roster for performances?
So
the lineup, I guess. Sorry.
the lineup is Madison Beer.
We love Madison Beer.
Love.
She's
Madison Beer.
gorgeous.
Oh my God, she's so major.
Yeah.
And she's debuting a new song.
Love.
Yeah. So we're very
Great
excited
music
about
for that show too,
Yeah.
like
Yes.
really vibey
Perfect.
but intentional.
Yeah. So Madison Beer, and then Twice.
Cool.
Love
Yeah,
Twice.
love Twice, and then Carol G, and then Missy Elliott.
That's pretty stacked. That kind of appeals to all sectors.
Yeah.
Not that like that's what the idea is, but that's a great lineup.
Yeah, it's a great lineup. Twice is performing in Pink. We're bringing Pink back to the show.
Which I love.
Which is so
We heard about Barbie
fun.
Ferreira.
I know.
That's
right?
gonna be cool.
Yeah, she's just she's been a longtime supporter of mine too. So like it's really, really fun to bring some people back you know, into the fold.
What are you gonna do after to decompress?
I am getting fitted for Invisalign. We met on a Dolly Parton video.
Wait, that's right.
Yeah.
You were working on a Dolly Parton video?
Yeah, and I was dressing the extras, and then they're like the last day before I was going to leave, they're like, "Will you dress Amy Sedaris?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, hello.
And then so I had to like sketch, and then I had to like stay up all night and make stuff for her, and then we went down and had like the best time, and then Judy, Dolly's assistant, was next to her, and then Dolly came over and was like, Amy said like, what are you holding? And then she was like, "Oh, Dolly's snacks." And Dolly came around the corner and said, "The smoky sausages are my favorite."
Mine too.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Wait, speaking of sausages and Amy, those Simple Times videos were like,
Yeah.
I think that was the first time I figured it out that like this was her creative team.
Yeah.
Because I don't think she did that for the hosting one, for the entertaining one, did she?
No. No, she didn't do it for I Like You.
For I Like You, yeah,
and then
yeah.
I did Simple Times, Cross for Poor People
Yes,
with her.
Yes.
And and I worked on all the photos and all the crafts and everything, and then we decided to make these videos afterwards that just for her, and it was so fun.
Was that all shot in a day?
No. It was shot over like the course of 6 months or something. Like
But that set was the same the entire time.
Oh,
of the Simple Times
that
video?
was set. Yeah. The videos were set, or I think over 2 or 3 days.
But the photos were shot.
The photos were
Of course.
Yeah,
of
it
course.
took forever, that book, and it was so fun.
It's
but
still so good to
yeah.
flip. It's still so good to flip. I have my Jerry Blank later.
Oh my God!
But
Wow.
The Amy
Wow.
gave me.
Wow,
like,
that's
if
really
I lose
good.
this,
Yeah.
it's toast.
So now you won't.
You can buy them at Cure Thrift. She sells them there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Noted.
And then she sells Dum Dum ones at Locavore.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
I bet you are a beast to go thrift shopping with.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I don't really thrift anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like
kinda-
you'd have such
yeah.
an incredible eye in one of those stores.
Sometimes,
obviously.
but like sometimes it's like, oof, it's just it's change, right? I feel like they take all the good stuff. Like you
Right.
really gotta like parse through it.
Yeah.
Do you Depop? Do you go on that? Sometimes there's. It is just like it just feels so much less like connected
Yeah.
in a way. It's just like you're not touching it. You're not like I
Yeah.
don't know.
I guess I dress in a uniform.
Yeah.
That's my drag. So I dress in a uniform and then I buy the same thing over and over and over. So and now I'm like trying to elevate it.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is that like? What's the template that you're sort of like iterating on?
Of mine.
Yes.
Like it's always like a jacket and like kind of like a Carhartt pant and like the right t-shirt or like the right polo, like that. And now I'm like, ooh, what's a belt? I'm like, oh, I don't really wear
I don't know
belts.
why I thought I was an Adam Selman drag today, and it's because of my belt.
It's the belt.
Well, see, the
Like,
belt,
but
yeah,
and
yeah.
the jean and the jean.
Because
and I feel like
yeah,
it's the jeans and the belt, and I feel like that's you. And I almost wore black cowboy boots
Oh my
today,
God.
but then I was like, no one's gonna see them.
yeah.
So, and they would hurt.
Yeah, I used to wear cowboy boots exclusively.
I know.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
give an homage.
And then Levi's 505s, orange tab.
Orange tab.
Yeah. And I have 30 pairs of them. And then I would have because I don't like mismatching denim. It really irks me. So
Yeah.
so I would have the matching jacket to the matching pant and then cowboy boots. And then I used to have my hair in like a big pompadour with a mullet.
Yeah.
Let's talk about men's fashion.
Yeah.
What are you vibing on for 2026? Not just in terms of the Adam Selman uniform, but like what should we be looking at for the 6 gay guys that listen?
I think it's a good question actually. I think big pants are out.
Big pants are out.
Yeah.
I think they had a long
moment. Stint. Yeah. And I think we're going back, and like that skinny jean thing is coming back. Like, sorry, but people want to see body.
See,
Sure.
Yeah.
it's I kind of feel like I made friends with the big pants late because being from Long Island, it was very hard for me to sort of separate from like a fitted pant. And then you look at them and you're like, okay, yeah, no.
Yeah.
And so to hear that they're now coming back is
Do you guys have
something I'm
anything
gonna
that you
have to make
won't
friends
wear?
with.
That
What
I
won't you wear?
Like that you're like that's not for me.
Can I tell you what I'm really over?
Yeah.
And I think it's as a result of seeing myself in it. Short suits, like shorts on the runway, shorts on the red carpet. I saw myself in it and I think it was a great look. I was just like, for some reason, I think it's always next to impossible to find the right shoe when you're wearing a short at like an event.
I was gonna say I still haven't made up my mind on capris for me
Okay.
because of my leg length.
Yeah, and also his legs are very thick.
Adam,
Yeah, you hate it.
I feel like
He hates it.
you guys are very like in like a fashion era though. Like I'm uniform man, but like I feel like you guys like really like to experiment.
but we aspire to uniform.
Yeah.
But then I feel a little bit Elizabeth Holmes, Steve Jobs.
Exactly.
But
And
you're
then
not doing it
like,
in that way,
No. It's a constant tweaking.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you make of the phrase "Don't wear what the fashion designers make, wear what the fashion designers wear"?
Wow. It's a good concept.
pretty interesting, right?
Yeah.
It's like should people be copying your style instead of wearing? Well, obviously they should wear what you're creating.
I guess for me, I'm more interested in dressing other people than I am myself, and I try to give as much to that as possible. So then whenever I kind of just don't want to think about it.
It taints it if you start blurring the line between dressing yourself and dressing other people.
A little bit,
Really?
a little bit, or it's just like I'd rather give than which is I know, just
He'd rather give, everyone.
Yeah.
Hey, men of New York, he'd rather give.
Adam, remember that time that we hung out and we went through that book of birthdays?
I almost brought it actually.
But what's
I
the
know.
book of birthdays? Is that just
It's
says about the
Yeah.
birthday, what you're made of?
It is. It is a tome. It is this thick, this wide.
Oh, I need this.
Yeah.
A full spread on every single day of the year.
Yeah. And so everyone, like mine is like the day of the soul searcher, so like that, and then it gives your strengths and your weaknesses.
Oh, I
and
wish
it
you
goes-
had brought it.
Okay, well we can do a dial in, and
do a
Yeah, do a dial-in. Okay, so
and
what?
then if you come over, then I'll read you your
When's your birthday?
March. Yeah.
Mine is March.
You're Pisces.
Yeah, March 5th.
March 10th.
Oh,
Yeah. So-
you're halfway between me and the Ides.
Oh.
Dangerous
right.
day, the
Yeah,
Ides of
yeah,
March.
right.
Beware them.
Beware them. What do you still live by the day of the soul searcher? Do you still how textually?
It's uncanny.
Really?
Still?
Yeah. Oh, it's so annoying. Yeah.
I love
like my
that.
weaknesses are that I'm withdrawn and that I'm long suffering.
No, Adam.
suffering.
Long-suffering is
It's rough. But it's also like you're not supposed to look at them as a weakness. It's like it could be a
No.
positive too. So
I've always the phrase "long suffering" has always been
yeah,
like
fabulous.
someone's using
It is fabulous.
It's kind of fabulous.
It is my
I know, it could be a-
long-suffering friend.
It's like
Exactly.
any supporting actress nominee is playing someone who's long suffering.
long suffering.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
everybody wants to play one.
Yeah, the long suffering wife, the
Exactly.
long suffering.
Yeah.
You continue to be
Wife.
aspirational, Adam.
See, that's the goal.
Everyone wants to
Constantly
be you.
tweaking. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Do you remember what mine was?
I don't remember what yours
We
was.
were
I'm
so
gonna-
stoned.
we really were.
And so I don't remember a thing.
Yeah.
But I just remember that I was kind of like weighing whether or not it was true because I don't like being told necessarily who I am.
See, even maybe that's part of it. Maybe
Oh,
you're slightly
sure.
defiant, and then you're like,
Well, I will say astrologically, this new thing that I've been not fixated on, but that is resonating with me as a Scorpio is everyone's constantly like, "Oh, you're a Scorpio." I'm like, yeah, sure. But the thing that I think is particularly true now, not more so than ever, but just what I'm thinking about is like people will project things onto me. They're like, you must be thinking this, and I'm like, actually wasn't. But
Yeah.
your idea of me is that I think that, whatever.
Right.
So maybe that was in there.
Yeah.
I just really have to flip through the book again.
I'm gonna
I have a
call
copy
you
in my
and tell
office.
you. Yeah.
I'm gonna look today. I'm gonna go to the office later, and I'll text.
Yeah.
Is it possible for you to take a picture of my page?
Oh well.
Send
yeah.
it to me.
Oh well.
Because
Yeah.
that's just as good as getting the whole
Prepare
book.
yourself. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
good.
It's dense.
It's
There's
dense.
a
Yeah,
lot there.
I've accepted and embraced pretty much everything about the way that astrology is right about me. I was gonna say right and wrong about me, but it's not wrong about me. It is that annoying thing of like, oh, read me down.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It makes a great gift too. Like if you're like, I don't know what to get this person for their birthday or whatever, like get the book of birthdays.
That's what it is. The book of birthdays.
So I started seeing someone who is resistant to astrology, and as a joke, I got him like a little book about Scorpios, and he's reading it, and he's like, "Oh, it's kind of scary."
There's a vintage book called Gay Love Signs.
Gay love.
Yes!
And
signs.
it's so good. Yeah, because it's like you're both into jockstraps, and like it's like ridiculous, things. So recommended for that. Yeah,
Okay.
You have a copy.
I have a copy. Yeah.
You got all the books.
Yeah, I got all the
Showed
books. Suzanne
me.
Summers. Yeah.
Susan
I'm sure I read.
Summers books.
The poetry book. Oh, it's just.
Is it good?
Oh,
Does
it's
she give good
incredible.
poetry?
Yeah, she writes about houseplants. Like it's incredible, beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a thing that we're missing, and like you should tell Adriana to come out with a book of poems.
She
You know what I mean?
she would crush that.
Adriana Lima?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She would actually crush that. Yeah,
Really?
I think you have they feel a kinship to you. I think you should obviously.
I'm gonna do maybe before the show. I'll bring them all together and read them a poem.
Yeah.
And then they could. I was doing the show notes the other day, and it was like maybe one of the most stressful things. And I wrote a poem about it. And then I was just like, I can't do this. But now I have a poem.
You should read it to the girls.
You should reach to the girls. This is also what I wanted to ask with you coming in. It's like, what is like the backstage moment to you that you wish more people could understand?
I think I like on the runway, right? I guess I went into this like really wanting to tell stories, right? Like, you know, the soul searcher,
Yeah.
like wanted to tell the story, right? And like have these sort of like emotional moments, but like you can't really ask that of that many audiences, right? And so like,
To understand the story, or
well,
what?
no, to like understand like a deeper story, right?
Okay.
Like, you know, like on the runway, it's like all about power and about like, you know, sexy and like kind of I'm contextualizing it in the theme of date and night, right? Like the
great.
show, so it kind of gives it this theme, but I wanted to tell more stories, right? And then I think that the actual stories probably play out in quieter moments backstage, right? Like, and the connection, like what I just had with Gigi yesterday, or like the fact that Adriana's like holding on to me, and I'll remember that forever. And I think that like, you know, I think like the sisterhood of it all too, and like even just building the looks on them and doing that, and making sure that they feel confident and like ready, like that's the part that like I think the people don't get to experience, but that I hope sort of transcends onto the runway, because that's what like the joy and like the fun part is, right?
Do you see a lot of community amongst the girls?
So much.
That's great.
Like so much. And like, you know, and then I think like in the past they would be like, who has the best butt, you know, and stuff like that. But like,
Who's walking last? Who's
but,
walking
but
first?
now it's more of like, I'm so excited to see I'm so excited to see Bella. I'm so excited to see, you know, this person. And that's like the fun part, to see them all get excited about different ones.
Well, yeah, and this is what I was saying earlier about the emotion of it. It's like it's a new lease on it. Like I feel like in the past it was icky because it was top down, and now it's beautiful because it's bottom up. You know, it's like they are the ones who like can create this and set the tone for what this can be.
Yeah.
And like have it sort of rise from what it was, which, you know, I don't mean to keep bringing that up, but it's just it's a really beautiful, meaningful thing that you guys are sort of giving this a new life.
Yeah, and I think it shows like the power of it, you know, like I think we all have stories of the brand of like growing up, you know, and like like your mom or your sister or like whatever, you know, your friend or whatever it is, and like and to be able to be like, this is actually your story. For me to be able to say that to a model, this is actually your story, it's not my story, it's not that, you know, and like to take it and make it happen on the runway, I think is like what I'm really trying to do, and hopefully we can kind of tell more of those stories in the surround as well.
Yeah, I mean the fact that just the mere fact that Pink is having a moment will be fantastic for me.
Yeah. I mean, also we obviously talk week in and week out about pop culture and like what's happening in it, and the VS Fashion Show is a cultural institution. I mean, it's monoculture. It's one of those things that everyone knows what it is. So the fact that it's going to come back in a brand new, fresh way, it's like one of few things that we have that we can all look at and watch and like learn from and get excited about and, you know, be enthusiastic about for years to come. So we're excited that you're doing it because you're the best.
Thank you.
And now we have to ask you the question of our podcast, the central question, which is, what was the culture, Adam Selman, that made you say culture was for you?
I think for me, it was competitive cheerleading.
Okay, so this is another facet of you that is, and you know, you share this with Hannah Einbinder.
I know.
Was a competitive cheerleader.
Yeah.
So this is not the first guest we've had talk about this, but how serious was it? How deep was it?
Well, we were junior Olympian gold medalists.
Wow.
We were NCAA, like, you know, the thing, like, I don't know if you watch Cheer and stuff like that, but it was like NCAA, like the whole thing. And
where was
I have the
this?
jacket. It's in Texas.
Yes. Texas.
You know, CSI, the best in the nation. You know who we are. Cheer Station.
Oh,
yeah. With that big booming voice. So
unbelievable. So I'm assuming you are the one who
throws and tumbles, and you know, I was not the best. Like I think I was decent. I was good, and I could have gone to college for it and like done it. But I wanted to go to art school, as you know, one does. But you know, it taught me so much about, like, we had this thing called the spirit stick, you know, and like, you know,
it was real.
Course, it was real, and it's not about how good you are. It's about like, you know, how much you prop other people up and how much, you know, energy you show. And I think about that a lot. I think, you know, it surrounded me with women, you know, from the jump, and like strong, powerful, funny, like ridiculous women, and like we're like tumbling, and it's also a group thing too.
We're
so
tumbling. This is all to
tumbling.
prepare you for being best friends with Amy Sedaris.
Truly.
A tiny woman you can throw who tumbles.
Exactly.
Who can scream?
Yeah. So, I think that set me up to be able to be like, oh, I can kind of do anything I want to do.
Yeah.
And especially in Texas, in the 90s, that like it was like that was not the thing for a guy to be doing.
What part of Texas?
Outside of Waco.
Outside of Waco. So
Yeah,
this
it's like
is
right in the
not.
middle.
It's not like. It's not like a little pocket of liberalism. No.
So yeah,
It taught you about support,
it really did.
about like a literal
Literal support.
emotional support, but also just in terms of like architecture.
Yeah.
Of like, okay, this has to be an anchor here, and this whatever. I'm stretching here maybe.
No, but is it a stretch or is that real?
No. It's like, and like, I guess you don't think about it in the moment, but I think as we get older, it's like, oh my God, like, holy shit, like these women like really did it. And like they were the supporting, system. So
I would be so curious. I don't think I've heard you boom your voice. I feel like I've always heard you at this frequency.
Really?
Don't hurt yourself.
I'm not saying, I'm not putting you on the spot to do it now, but I'm just like, do you feel like this choice to like place it down here now is this a way to like balance out like the usage of it like in that way, in that context?
No, I think that like I think sometimes we like play characters of ourselves, right? To try to figure ourselves out. And like I was a theater kid, I was in cheerleading, and I think that I kind of got it out of my system.
Yeah.
And I feel more comfortable in this, like, and I feel very comfortable in myself right now, which is good. But I don't feel like I need to be the booming person.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like there are better people for that.
To boom.
To boom.
Are you looking to us to boom?
Yeah, I'm looking to you to boom.
We can boom.
Yeah,
We can boom
I know,
for you.
I know
Take a
you
break.
can.
You did so much booming back in Waco.
I'm kind of like over. I don't want to boom.
Bitch, you boom all the time. You don't. Well, I wouldn't say you boom. I would say you shriek.
You know what? Yeah, sure. I shriek.
Yeah.
You boom.
I belt.
You belt. You boom.
You belt.
I think you have one of the my favorite scream.
My favorite scream?
You have my favorite scream of it.
Oh.
Ah! Like that.
Oh, the porg.
The porg. That's my favorite.
That's good.
Does this resonate with us? It's like, I'm about to say something so snobby, but it's like Halloween's coming up. I'm like, I'm not a big Halloween person.
Me neither.
Because I have the privilege of putting on costumes for my job.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
And so I don't know. It's that thing where it's like I have to like balance the scales a little bit.
Yeah. Have you ever been a Halloween person?
I used to.
Yeah.
Were you?
Something. I feel like in college I was a big Halloween person.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then like right after college, remember that year I dressed up as Mugatu.
Mugatu. He was great as
I
Mugatu.
don't think I've told Will that. But
Oh, you should.
I should.
Will?
I remember just it was Halloween was my favorite day of the year as a kid.
It's always been like a little fraught for me. I don't know why, but I think there's something about what you just said. Like maybe because I was always in college, I was always doing sketch, so I was always in costumes. I was dealing with so many costumes. It was easy for me to just throw something together because I had a prop bag and I traveled with a prop closet because I was the director and I had literally, I was like, you want to be a doctor? I got you, baby.
you.
Which kind of doctor do you want to be? Do you want to be a doctor who's covered in blood or do you want to be fresh and new? Got both. And I got variations on the kind. But it was like then when the prop closet went away and I didn't have all those things anymore, I was like, oh no.
Right.
It becomes a day of thing for me every year. I tend to do fine. But
you have a knack for putting together something at the last minute. One year, Matt, this is when we were like broke and just didn't have just resources. And so you put on like a bob and you put on like one of Sudi's dresses and you were like a secretary at work.
I was a secretary at the work party who's going off.
Oh my God.
Like I just like
See, that's a gift though, to be able to bring it together last minute.
Right.
Is,
and I usually like can put the character together and then I look and I'm like, oh, I know who she is. But I don't know what it is until like one year I was just like, oh God. I was like I put together like it was like a white button down and like a loose tie and I got like lipstick on my collar and I was like, I'm your husband having an affair. You know what I mean? Like, and then you were Ash Ketchum and I was Jason Stackhouse. That was a good one.
That was a fun year.
I kind of want to bring back Jason Stackhouse.
Are you guys into like couples, like pairings?
Have we ever
costumes?
done? Oh, you know what we did when we were Nicole Kidman and Laura Dern.
Yes, this was right.
That
This was right after Big Little Lies.
For
that we
Big Little
did.
Lies. He was I Pat Renata.
That's a really good.
and I was Nicole with a secret.
That's really good. Can you do some of the voice?
Oh. I was Renata.
You were Renata.
So I was Laura Dern.
You were Laura Dern with the eye patch, and I was Nicole Kidman, just sort of in the corner. I didn't do a voice. I was really quiet because I had so many secrets.
Laura didn't really have a stock line that season, but if it were post season 2, I would have said, I will not be rich.
No, she did. She did. You want to know what it was?
What, did I have one?
You weren't really doing. You did do it a bunch. It was, I said thank you!
Oh! I said thank you. Yeah, for sure.
I think that you had to remind him of that.
I said thank you! Laura was so good.
So good. A full decade ago at this point. You know?
No, stop.
2025. 2015.
2025.
I think it was 2017. It was 2017.
I thought it was, oh yeah,
It was 2017. We're still a time away from it being a decade since Big Little Lies. Jesus Christ.
We're getting there. But like, is this your relationship with Halloween too? As someone who's like has like an occupational relationship with costume?
Yeah, like I felt like I wouldn't do it unless I went big, and I'm not good at the last minute thing.
Right.
So I made a huge owl costume. One time that was like huge. I took like sunglasses and put a thing and like took those and like shoes with like the toes. And I put claws on it.
Are they your favorite animal?
I love an owl.
Yeah, my sister loves owls. Yeah. She collects them.
What's not to love, right?
Well, they say who. They can see all the way around their head.
They're so cute.
They're
excellent
so smart.
in the night. And then they can move their heads all the way around. I'm very into that.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that.
It's a little eerie when you see it in real life.
You want a bottom that turns his head all the way around.
Exactly. Yeah. Bop, bop.
You want a bottom who?
Rubbernecks.
Rubbernecks. Oh my God. Can you imagine if you were behind in the throws and the bottom did a Linda Blair?
Sometime, whatever.
Anyways.
Anyway.
So yeah, owls are amazing. They're so great.
They really are.
So competitive cheerleading, you did not go to college for it.
I did not go to college for it. I went to Brooklyn to go to art school.
You said at that point, like, leave it.
No, and then I tried. There was actually a New York City cheerleading squad. And so I was like, I'm going to go do that. And then they were like, oh, we do the parades and we do this and we go to the events. And I was like, I'm not into that.
No. Yeah. Why? You just wanted to do it for the love of the game.
Yeah. I wanted to like keep the competitive thing going.
And Pratt didn't have a cheer squad.
I think that they did.
And you were Pratt.
I was a Pratt.
But Pratt could have.
Yeah, but I think I was kind of like, no,
not with these Pratts.
No, because the competitive cheerleading is the key word to it. Because I think that like that also taught me that ambition is rewarded. That like because people are cutthroat. Like they're really like. Ambitious with it.
They have a Pratt summer.
Yeah.
They have a Pratt summer.
Yeah.
And would you say that's generally true in fashion, that ambition is rewarded? Yeah. Right?
I would say, yeah. Do good work and people notice and,
for sure.
And just keep at it. Like, I think like Rick Owens said something like you just have to keep producing and then like your voice will come through, like your style will come through. Right. And
I think that's generally true for a lot of things. Like just keep the output.
Keep the output.
Even though it feels hard. Like the thing about my current job is that we are expected to make things at an unreasonable clip. Like every week you're supposed to have ideas. And it's not totally sustainable, but it does like get you to just like build you reps, and like Matt knows this. Like it just gives you some engine of like, okay, even if I don't feel like it, I got to do it.
Always.
Or,
Well, yes. I was just thinking like, speaking of output or lack thereof, are you to blame for why Rihanna doesn't put out music anymore? And can you claim that?
I'm not going anywhere near that. Actually, I still get so many DMs to be like, "Can you get this in front of her?" Or like,
wow.
I'm like, no.
Like, but okay, outside of that though, like working with her, what can you share about working with her and how she is as a collaborator? Because I think everyone's most fascinated with her than maybe anyone.
Yeah. I mean, she truly is incredible. Like, she really is so inspiring to be around. Like, she's so singular in her vision, and that like, and we have a shorthand, and so she really would like trust me to be able to like output my best, and I cannot say enough good things about her. It's so amazing. I'm so happy that she had a girl. Like it's just so beautiful, and like, and to watch her become a mother, because she's always talked about that, like even having her cousins, and like kids around, like she's always like holding them. So I'm really, really happy for her on a personal level. But she's just spectacular. Like,
that's beautiful.
And everything that people say about how she smells is also true.
She smells quite good.
Yeah.
Well, how would you describe? What are the notes?
There's different chapters, but like she layers.
Yeah.
So there's like a vanilla with like a little like amber, and then there's like a hint of like a floral in there too. Like, but it really is like a signature thing.
Wow.
And even she wasn't able to get you into Housewives?
I was gonna ask.
No, but she tried.
I've never watched one episode.
Yeah.
What's your allergy to it?
Because I think once I start, then I'll be locked inside
yeah.
for the next year watching it.
But don't you want to be like Ree and just stay in and watch Housewives all day?
Also not going to that.
The NDA is ironclad, honey.
Wow.
It is leather bound. Oh my God, I love it.
Don't you want to be like us and watch Housewives all the time?
I can't do it. I just watched Game of Thrones. I just rewatched
You
it.
just rewatched it.
Rewatched it.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like that's exhausting in itself.
I know. But the Housewives is something that doesn't really demand much of you, the viewer. You can just fold your laundry as and not even watch the screen.
But I feel like I would get so hyped into it that I would be picking fights, like outside. I would be like, oh really? I think that like that it would rub off on me and maybe not the best way.
Oh, we've gotten people into it and we've watched them become more argumentative. Like we know someone who I don't think they would ever have done something like this, but like I introduced them to Housewives, and then one time they started up with me at a dinner in front of people, and I was like, I did this by getting you into Housewives. I knew it. I knew that was not to say that was entirely all what that was.
There are intrinsic things about a person.
But I was like, the fact that I presented something to you that would create a reality in your mind that it's okay to do this at a dinner is my fault. I was like, you were perfectly fine without this in your life.
No, I disagree. Not your fault at all. But then you're implying that you are argumentative, that you get into fights.
Are you
competitive cheerleader?
They're
culture.
But I don't know you to be like a person who like
I'm pretty
is perturbed.
direct. I'm pretty direct. It takes a lot to get me like escalated, but like but even to get there, I'll be super direct with people.
Well, that's leadership.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what leadership is. That's what directing is. It's making decisions that it's not about being right all the time.
Exactly.
I think that's something that
I
people
love being
get
wrong. I love bad ideas. Like all those things. So
yeah, well, they get you somewhere as opposed to wishy-washiness or like a lot of like bowing to other people's thoughts and ideas in too many like ways to try to include everyone, and then the decision that's being made is a confused one.
Correct.
Or one that is not strong.
Yeah.
So I think it takes a really decisive person to be a leader, because then we're getting somewhere. We might not be where we thought we'd be, but you have to be decisive to
I've been
move
thinking a
forward.
lot about the difference between nice and kind.
Talk about
and
that.
then like, well, I think like nice, it's like there's like a southern, sort of genteel about it, right?
Yeah.
But then kind doesn't mean that you have to be nice. I think you can be direct, you can be like straightforward and still be kind about it, but you can be more direct and like have a heavier hand.
Right.
And so I've been thinking about that a lot, just about my approach, because everyone's like, you're such a nice guy. I'm like, well, I don't want people to say that just about me.
Because it does have a stigma. It
It
does have a
does.
little bit of a, maybe this is from being gay too.
Exactly.
But do you feel
Best
this
little
way?
boy in the world syndrome.
Best boy in the
Right.
world.
So it's sort of like, I do feel like when you're a gay person and you are like engaging with the leadership, there is a thing where it's like you can sort of tell that people are waiting for their opportunity to invalidate you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, what a nice guy.
What a
It's
nice
kind of like
guy, yeah.
Don't put me in that bucket.
don't let
Yeah.
the word out there get out that I'm weak.
Yeah.
Because or that I can be walked over because I'm a nice guy and
Yeah.
I'm a gay guy. It's
He
like
said that in a really kind way. Is like even that
You
is
think?
like yeah. I think like, oh, that was cutting, but in a really kind way, because like disappointment is like the thing that people don't want to touch at all.
Sure.
And blowing up has never worked for me. Ever.
It's never worked for me.
Really.
That's worked for me a couple of times, but I feel like I would. This is kind of a little bit lazy, but I feel like kindness is gestural. It's an action, and nice is like a tone or a mannerism, or like a manner of speaking. Literally, like he told me that in a nice way, not in a kind way.
Yeah.
Like he was kind in that he sent me a fruit basket when I suffered I suffered
I
when I
guess,
was
like,
long suffering.
my thing is like I feel like I can always tell when I'm being condescended to.
Yes.
And I would just so much rather someone be like, this is what I need from you and this is what it is so that we can get here.
Yeah.
Great. I know where I stand with you and I know what I need to do.
Yeah.
As opposed to, yeah, so I guess what we're thinking is, it's just like, I hate this
Don't
energy.
equivocate.
I
No.
hate this energy.
And I think that like doing this show too, like I've really had to put my, like channel big energy for it because it's not just the clothes and it's not just the models and the performers, but it's the music and like the stage design and like the vision, right? And like it once you start to give little pieces away of that, then like that's when people chip away or like and then if you're nice about it, like so I've had to be really really direct and be like, that's not what I want, this is what I want, and try to get that across because it's huge. Like the expectations are huge, like like the vision is big, and like I want those two things to match up. So it's been an interesting exercise for me.
What was your pre-performance or pre-event mentality in competitive cheerleading? Does it mirror anything now before a big event comes up? Like I think Matt and I learned a lot about ourselves and each other before like the culture awards, let's say, where it's like, oh fuck, this big thing is about to happen, like we better buckle down.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Like that's
I just gotta chill.
Wow. Like what was cheerleading, Adam? Like, does that speak to what like VSF show, like a VS show, Adam?
I think that like cheerleading Adam was fearless, right? It was like I don't care, I'm doing it, I know what to do, and it was like a burst of energy
before an event.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like it meaning like it was precision, right?
Yeah,
but it was like but it was
practice.
Practice, but it was more of like let's go, it was like lots of like lots of energy and stuff like that. So like so there was that, but then now it's more methodical and more like thought out, and I'm trying to think more ahead of the whole thing, right? Like I'm like Coach Taylor from Friday Night Lights, that like I'm thinking more like that, like trying to get ahead of everything as opposed to like reacting to it in the moment.
Right, because you're trying to communicate all these things visually, sonically, whatever, emotionally, but you are only in control of the delivery system to a certain point.
Completely. Yeah. And especially to 45, 50 million people, like there's only so much I can control of that. And, and it really is just about focusing on the present, focusing on the future, focusing on like what I can do as opposed to like sort of like all the noise that's, coming in. But I want to make a spectacle, right?
Yeah.
Like this is like, I mean, it's such a thing. It's like the same thing with the awards. I'm sure you're like, well, I got this idea and I want to do this and I want to do that. Yeah.
How are you with feedback? Because like in terms of like what everyone says, because especially with lingerie, it's very sensitive. I would imagine that it makes people feel all different kinds of ways. And obviously Savage Fenty is like attached to Rihanna and her brand, and there's like it almost feels like, I don't know if this is true, but because she's so bold and impenetrable and so assured, and then people have different ideas about Victoria's Secret. I'm sure that there's going to be, and already has been, like lots of like feedback and weighing in and stuff like that. So are you prepared for that, and how will you prepare for that, and how do you deal with that in general?
I think I know I can't be everything to everyone. Right. And I think that like, I love Savage X Fenty. I love it. I love Rihanna, and I think there's room for both, right? Like I think that like I think people want it like to go at it, but it's actually truly it's its own world. I think like Victoria's Secret is like its own world. It's like two totally different things, and like I think what I'm doing here is a totally different thing than what I was doing there. So I think that like I know I can't be everything to everyone. I think it's more about like focusing on what I can do and like the vision and like bringing like what only I can bring to this, and like seeing the opportunities of like, and it's not only here, but like, the photo shoots, like the stories we can tell around, around the brand that's really going to bring it to life. Yeah.
Does the job require you to be in a lot of places, or do you get to like work out of New York mostly?
It's mostly New York, and then we have a thing in Columbus as well. So we kind of go back and forth, and there's like a whole mock store there. So we get
What's
to
in the mock store?
So we get to like see it all mocked up, before like the season sets
in the retail space.
in the retail space.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So I love seeing that, and it's just like I don't know if you read that Demna thing this week that he felt like at Balenciaga he had like carrots and potatoes, but he's a chef. But now at Gucci he has like all the ingredients
Mad spices.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I and I was like, it sounds bitchy, but like it really, I'm like at Victoria's Secret, I'm like, oh my God, I have like a whole team. Like there's resources, there's like things to help me be able to keep my eye on the vision as opposed to like be in the weeds of things. Because I think so much of my career I was in the weeds of the whole thing.
But how are you with delegating? That's
Fantastic.
Great.
I love it. It's so fun.
Love. Once you realize you can do it.
Yeah. Yeah,
huge.
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, it's just, it feels so cool. I remember when Greta was telling me, at least, I think we were telling us at the same time that like you were moving to VS. I was just like, that is so perfect. Because I feel like if you've made me feel very good in clothes, I'm like, just that feel. And if you can,
Well, look at the canvas.
stop, Adam. But just like if you think it, like scaling that to this brand that like has a lot of emotional history with people is really powerful. So it's really exciting, and I can't wait. I can't wait for the show.
Thank you. Me too. I'm so excited for the 16th, actually.
To be done.
To be done.
For your Invisalign?
Yeah, for my Invisalign.
So you're gonna be backstage like go, or, like so, but you're not gonna be able to like watch it.
So I'm gonna be like that. I'm wearing like a GoPro. Like everyone's like, can you have a camera and a GoPro and a thing, so they can like see the whole thing.
Where are you putting the GoPro?
It's like there's like a magnetized one. So we're like a little necklace with a thing. So there's been like that's like the footage that like so you can kind of see what I'm doing like right before the models go. And I think I'm gonna be like in tears afterwards. Like it's gonna be so fun.
I'm so happy I'm gonna get to be there, and Bo will be there in spirit.
I'm so happy you're coming.
I know, I'm
and
so excited.
next
I'll be
year.
watching.
Next year.
Next year.
Right around the corner.
Would you design like a jewelry moment for the GoPro if you're wearing it like on a necklace or
No.
You got your hands full with other things.
I know.
Do you think in a week you could get together sort of a bedazzled GoPro?
There's so many other bedazzled things to get together.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I brought it up.
But I like where your
would
mind is
be
going.
great.
Yeah. Always
Why
the
not
dreamer.
design it?
Yeah.
I know. I think is it time?
It's time. It's time for I Don't Think So, Honey. Adam, this is our 60-second segment on this podcast, Las Culturistas. We've been having it since episode 1.
Yes.
Why would this one be any different? Well, we take a item in culture and we sort of look at it and throw it to the ground and stomp on it a lot. And I have a thing.
Okay. It's about Taylor. Apparently. This is Matt Rogers. I Don't Think So, Honey's time starts now.
I Don't Think So, Honey, the discourse on Life of a Showgirl. Congratulations. You got what you wanted. You made it not fun. You have officially got to the point where you're screaming at someone that they're stupid because they like music. This is pathetic. I don't care what you think about it. And I do mean you, everyone out there. All that matters is my experience with it, which has been very similar to other Taylor Swift albums. 8 songs that I'm fucking obsessed with, 3 that I think are pretty good, and 1 that I fucking hate
30 seconds.
that I'll probably love in 9 months.
9 minutes even.
9 minutes even because I fucking hated it. And that's the way it goes. It is ridiculous that it has gotten to this place where you make a full assessment about a
15
person
seconds.
because they like pop songs. Please get a grip. Like posting on your close friends 10 stories about how you don't understand something. No
10?
No one required you understand it. Like, don't understand it. Go do your own thing. You don't like that she's ubiquitous? Stop making her ubiquitous.
Oh,
I don't think so, honey.
And that's 1 minute. I mean,
So, honey.
you're adding like you're throwing a stone in the. I'm saying you as in like someone who like is saying like, why are we talking about this so much?
Then why are you talking about it?
It's all residue,
Well, this is all I'll say. I think everyone's insane. I get why you're insane, but you are, and this
You're
isn't-
insane because you should be.
Yeah.
And also, like, this isn't me, a crazed Swiftie, defending it. This is me, someone who observes what's going on and sees something really weird. Like,
It's also
relax.
worthy of insanity, though.
It's worthy of insanity.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's people are insane because they should be.
Yeah.
He's a soul searcher. I would be very curious to see what the
Pisces.
birthday book says.
Now, what defines what is the soul searcher?
Like I'm always like looking for the next thing. I'm always like what does that mean? Like, you know, what does that mean to me? How can I better myself and like things like that, and like or better a situation or whatever it is. But always searching.
Okay. I guess I'm a soul searcher.
Yeah.
And now I'm
Thank you for that.
searching for an I don't think so honey from my girl.
I need to pull up a visual aid, so therefore I need to hold on to my phone.
I am now pulling up the incredible clock for Bowen Yang's I don't think so honey. And is the visual aid ready?
It's ready.
Your time starts now.
I don't think so, honey. These AI Skechers Uno ads that we've been seeing on the subway on the back of playbills. I had a playbill the other week where this ad of I'm sorry, my little privacy screen on. Why is this woman not wearing the shoe? Why does she have red and blue stripes across her face? Someone had to approve this. And then look, the type treatment.
30 seconds.
Stroke on some fonts, different weights, different thicknesses, different sort of heights, different kernings. I don't really understand the thought around this, around putting this out
15 seconds
for mass consumption. This one of this woman, I guess in a Japanese village with 5 camel toes
5
of
seconds.
horizontal labia on her jeans. The shoes are barely featured. And who is this girl? She's cunty. I just don't know why she's selling me shoes, an ugly shoe.
And that's 1 minute.
And I don't really get if this better be like such a quick little hairpin turn in the way that fashion gets like advertised, because we can't have more.
It looks
of
like a
this.
video game.
Right. It's not a shoe commercial.
No.
It shouldn't be selling me a shoe. You know what I mean?
This is going to be a very visual one, guys. I don't think
on YouTube or on socials, we're gonna put little.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a
little
walkthrough.
overlays. But you know what I mean? Like, why is this thing?
It's very frontal.
For Skechers, yeah, that doesn't make sense to me.
I don't get it. I love the product, sure, but like, I don't know. Don't sell it this way. This is
What story are they trying to tell?
What story are they trying to tell?
I am confused by the story.
Yeah.
Adam, don't do any of this.
No.
Not that you would.
That was like a video game. Like, do you remember Stargirl?
What was Stargirl?
And you just had like a bot, and then she'd go shopping, and she would pose, and like she would go to a photo shoot, and you know that's very Stargirl to me.
What's the best fashion marketing ever, in your opinion?
I mean, I think it was Tom Ford at Gucci. I think like
Yeah.
we can't escape it. It was incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
We're still there.
I wish I was more tapped into it at the time.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm learning about it in retrospect.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that sounds like a fun moment.
Even that whole time, it's like no wonder I went into fashion. You know, I couldn't avoid it.
Yeah. I do think, did the Calvin Klein of it all like ping you at all?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, that was pretty major.
Marky Mark like made me into whitey tighties. You know, I mean, he like that's like forever burned in my brain.
Yeah. For better or worse, it
Yes,
is
exactly.
it is one of those images that will
Yeah.
stay. Yeah.
That's a good image.
It's
a great one.
every time there's a new Calvin Klein ad, I always think it's a little cultural moment.
Mhm.
Always.
Yeah. It's kind of an achievement level for hot people.
Adam, it's your time.
I'm so nervous right now.
I understand.
It's a hard thing to do.
Be direct.
Yeah.
Don't equivocate. Don't be nice. Don't be kind.
Be kind.
Or
don't
be
nice.
kind. Don't be nice.
Yeah.
However you want to
Okay.
interpret that.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Adam Selman, this is your I Don't Think So, Honey. His time starts now.
I don't think so, honey. Baddies. Baddies are out. Cutie patooties in. Cutie patooties
Baddies are
are the new future. And you know what a cutie patootie? We keep things tight. We keep things sexy. It's like a off the shoulder. It's a gentle fabric. Baddies, we still love a baddie.
We love a baddie.
We still want to feel a baddie, but I don't think so, honey. We have to move the needle past baddie and into cutie patootie.
Okay.
It's all about cutie patooties.
30
you know
seconds.
what's not cutie patootie?
What?
Eating hot dogs. Eating hot dogs are out.
So baddie.
Eating hot dogs are out. And you know what goes along with hot dogs are lilies. Lilies are also out because they smell like boiled hot dogs.
15
I don't think so,
seconds.
honey. And like we're not doing that. We're not doing hot dogs. We're not doing baddie, and we're not doing lilies. So don't bring it around. I don't think so, honey. Like we're
5 seconds.
We're gonna keep on it at cutie patootie energy for the future.
I'm so inspired.
Yeah.
I'm so inspired. I have questions. They're not meant to poke holes.
Yeah.
What about the smoked sausages?
Well, smecky sausages are different than hot dogs.
Those are
you
cutie
know?
patootie.
Like if you go on a date with somebody to a theater and they're like, I just want to eat something, and they take a hot dog, you know,
Yeah.
and eat it in the dark. Like that's not cutie patootie.
You know, like everyone loves a hot dog in the dark.
Yeah.
But why? What is it about hot dogs that are not cutie patootie to you? The
It's-
condiments.
they're too batty. You know what I mean? It's too much. It's too much of a move.
Sure.
You know,
Corn dog?
corn dogs. You can stay there because it's
Yes!
on a stick. Yeah, it's on a stick.
Corn dogs cutie patootie.
Very cutie patootie.
Because guess what I buy at Wegmans?
Corn dogs.
Corn dogs
Yeah.
by the box.
Good.
It's cutie
Frozen?
patootie because it's on a
Frozen.
stick,
Amazing.
right?
It's on a stick. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you can do a gentle dip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
you don't
no
want,
muss.
Yeah.
No muss, no fuss.
No fuss.
Yeah.
You're not putting onions and relish on it. You're not putting these things that'll slip and fall off. That's bad. I
That's
feel
bad.
like
Yeah. That is
I'm
batty.
starting to see. I do love a hot dog.
Yeah.
Me too, a lot.
Well, you know,
What if you
the
take
New
the
Year's
hot dog
right
and
around the
cut it with
corner,
the-
New Year's right
so get it out of your
cut the
system
hot
because
dog
cutie
up.
patootie is
Is
coming in
it?
hot. Yeah.
This relieves me because I've always identified as I can't self-label. The way I've gotten through life as a gay man is being cutie patootie. I'm never gonna be baddie. I'm never gonna be like hot. But my stylist Michael Fisher goes, funny boy Bowen is out. We're doing sexy Bowen. I'm like, sure, but
Yeah, but cutie patootie is sexy.
It's sexy.
Yeah. It's still very sexy, but it's a softer sexy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just a little gentler than like, bam, I'm sexy and I'm owning it. You know what I mean? Like it's a
Sure.
It's a hey, look over here. It's over the shoulder. It's the owl of it all. You know.
But your good friend is the ultimate baddie, bad gal.
Well, you know what
Riri.
this is? This is an Easter
You
egg.
know, but she's also very cutie patootie.
She is cutie patootie.
Yeah.
This is an Easter egg. So basically, what he's saying is that in R9, what we can expect is more cutie patootie because bad gal Riri has always been through anti. I mean, like that was bad gal, and so basically, like what he's saying without saying it is he's giving us a clue.
After
R9
this
is
interview,
R9 is
she's like
cutie
never gonna talk to me ever again.
We know we can
Yeah.
expect cutie patootie.
No, we
Rihanna.
can't.
We can expect it.
Don't.
I'm
This is the
kidding.
poll. Adam, what do you identify as, baddie or cutie patootie?
I'm cutie patootie. I'm also I'm more of like I'm a gun girl actually.
Yeah. Texas.
With a horse girl rising. You know,
Texas.
but that's not in right now. I'm talking in is cutie patootie. And
Gu-
I don't know if I'm cutie patootie.
Guns and horses can be cutie patootie.
Yeah.
Like pew pew gun is cutie
Pew,
patootie.
yeah. Pearl
We're about
handled
to
pistol.
shoot guns.
Yeah.
We're about to
We're
shoot
about to shoot
guns.
guns.
Are you really?
So
Have you
we're,
ever
we're
shot a
going
gun
to
before?
a bachelor party, and I was tasked with locking down the gun range.
That's so fun.
So we're doing it in New Orleans, and we're gonna
New
go
Orleans.
shoot
New Orleans.
guns.
Yeah,
the first time ever.
That's so fun. You're gonna have a blast. It really is a great time.
When was the last time you shot one?
I'm going to say maybe 7 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Well, you're due.
Yeah, the
and-
7-year
and
itch.
my brother-in-law like set up cook cans in my parents' like field, and we did it. It was a
You ever go
blast.
skeet shooting?
Never been skeet shooting.
I will say a hot dog moment that stands out to me is cutie patootie. Azalea Banks' licorice video. She at the end eats a hot dog in the most cutie patootie way. And I'm not saying she is obviously baddie.
But she's obviously batty.
She's baddie, but I think she can eat a hot dog in a very cutie patootie way.
Yeah.
So I present that as like a counter.
Cutie patootie rising. Yeah.
Sure.
If you're genuinely, authentically cutie patootie, anything you do is going to be cutie patootie.
Right.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true. And if you embody it, you
Yeah.
harness that cutie patootie energy.
Whereas if you're just such a baddie,
Yeah.
You've given me a lot to think about.
I want this to, before you fall asleep tonight, I want you to be thinking cutie patootie, like as you fall asleep.
I will. I'm thinking about. I'm saying I'm going to be thinking about this for at least a year.
Okay, I mean that, but then we'll be on to something else, Bowen. You know, we gotta seize this cutie patootie moment.
Or I will continue to hold down the cutie patootie,
Yeah.
you know, MO
Yeah.
until I die.
you
You're
could
very
have
cutie
always been
patootie.
though.
Yeah.
You're like way.
That's all I got. That's my only sort of. That's the only color I paint with,
Yeah.
and that's okay.
Yeah.
This is my time. And then skinny jeans back in, not leggings.
Not leggings. No.
Great.
No. It's just I feel like the wide pleat is no more.
Got it.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Do you feel like this is something that other stylists and people in fashion are talking about? Like it's a buzz?
Yeah, I think it's a buzz. I mean, it's also just like everything's just been it's so excessive, right? And it's just a full vomit. Yeah. So I think it's sort of time to like clean it up a little bit.
Sometimes I do see it like a pant that's really big, and I'm like, what are we doing here? And then I'm like, if you take yourself out of it, like you'd never wear that unless if they weren't telling you that this is what fashion is. You know?
Yeah.
All right. We're back.
We're
tight
back.
and all.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Do you shop at Orly? Do you do I think there's some good There's good pieces in the Adam Selman uniform from Orly.
Okay.
Anyway.
I will check it out.
Do
Okay.
you like Wythe?
I like Wythe. Yeah.
I like Wythe too. They're a new discovery.
I'm really into 45.
Love.
I mean,
The president.
The president.
yeah.
Yeah. You said you're a gun shooting Texas,
Exactly.
Texas going Trump and tootin'.
Competitive cheerleader.
You're
Cutie patootie,
Trumpy
competitive cheerleader.
patootie. Yeah.
Beautiful Venn diagram and Adam Selman.
Yeah, wow, what a guy. People contain multitudes, Bo.
They do.
Never more than
I
ever.
hope everyone will tune in, and I cannot thank you enough.
We are so excited. The show is tonight, 7 p.m. on Amazon Prime, and I guess because it's on there, you can stream it in perpetuity.
Keep it going.
Keep it going. All we need is for Amazon to stay powerful. Yeah. Fingers crossed. All right. So this is so fun. You're the best. We're so happy to have you.
Thank you so much.
This has been so fun. We end every episode with a song. Oh, na, na, what's my name? Oh, na, na, what's my name? What's my name? Hey, boy, I really want to see if you can go downtown with a girl like me. Hey, boy, I really want to be with you because you're just my type. Oh, na, 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 na. A cutie patootie song.
Cutie patootie song.
But that's also baddie.
Yeah.
People contain multitudes. Bye.
Las Culturistas is a production by Will Ferrell's Big Money Players and iHeartRadio podcasts.
Created and hosted by Matt Rogers and Bowen Yang. Executive produced by Anna Hosnier and Hans Sani.
Produced by Becca Ramos. Edited and mixed by Doug Babe and Monique Laborde.
And our music is by Henry Kaburski.